and then just insert the code into there, and then press return. And then what happens is that the chatbot window appears at the bottom right-hand corner of that Moodle course. In the grid format, it'll appear across all the tabs, but in this particular format, it'll pop up on one of the particular tabs that we've got here, and the student could pose a question that says, "What is creativity?" And Ada and the chatbot will present back the answer back to the student within Moodle. So the nice thing is that you could be on a level 2 business course or a level 3 motor vehicle course. The teachers on the level 2 business course or the level 3 motor vehicle course can create the question and answers and then deploy it to their LMS courses in a matter of seconds. So the interface allows for a speedy curation of Q&As for a chatbot, and the actual deployment of the chatbot is incredibly easy with this script that you can just put into any learning management system like Moodle or Canvas and so on. So that's the essence of it. Inside the answers, you can put in textual answers, or you can put in multimedia answers. You can have images in there, you can have videos in there. It's up to you how you choose it. And as you can see, you can also add hyperlinks to other additional resources and websites that you have. So as you can see from the actual editor on the screen, it's incredibly easy to annotate and edit the answers in a format that you desire. So that's the essence of the actual platform. What we want to do is allow teachers up and down the country to take advantage of the actual platform so that they can use it to support their students and teachers during on an online LMS course. And the idea is that you could be at home, you've got a question to pose to a teacher, and the teacher's not around. It could be Sunday afternoon, but you know that the teacher has curated the questions and answers against that subject area, and you're able to garner the answers quite readily from your subject chatbot. And this platform is going to be available for free. There's no charge to schools or colleges to use it. One of the things that you need to be aware of is that once the bot is created, the question and answer will be available to any other person who's got access right to the bot as a teacher. So that's how it works. So I'm just wondering, and there's no charges for using the service. If you're adding content to it, you need to realize that the content is available to everyone else. There's no walled garden or anything like that on the actual platform itself. So that's the essence of the actual platform. I'm just wondering if you've got any questions, or if you would like to take part in the actual project going forward as well.
Hi, Aftab. My name's Katie. I teach GCSE English at Stockton Riverside College. How do you find that it works with spelling mistakes and non-standard English being used?
Yeah, we have IBM Watson in the background, and normally it would pick up typos.
Right.
Katie, I think you scared him away.
Oh, terrible, eh?
Let's see if he joins back in again. He's got the link. So we'll just give him a couple of minutes to come back in. Here he's back in. You muted, Aftab.
Okay,
there
so let me share the screen with you again. So if I was to ask a question, obviously there I've typed in a deliberate one, so it's way too far away, but sometimes it works, sometimes it won't. So it's not as good as a Google or anything like that, but sometimes you make a mistake and it picks it up, other times it doesn't. So I've got to be dead honest with you there.
Well, it might encourage them to use standard English more anyway. That's good, thank you.
So there I've typed in creativity incorrectly, but it's managed to pick that up.
Great, so as long as it's sort of similar to what they're trying to say, then it should pick up what they're what they're asking.
Yeah. Well, what we found out at the college over the last few years is that students will retype their questions. So if Ada doesn't get it the first time round, they will try to rephrase it.
Right.
Yeah. So they get into the habit of the saying. They tend to be incredibly patient with Ada, and they will rephrase as and when they need to.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you.
So what we can do, if you guys want to use it, is that we've got a page that you can go to. If you go to, let me share the actual link with you. Is there a way that I can share the, is there a chat one? Yeah. Hang on. Okay. So there's a link on the right hand side of your screen now, and there's a join button on the screen if you want to take part in it. And if you email us the types of chatbots you want as well, we can set those up for you. So once you register, there's a link on the actual page that allows people to request a creation of a bot. And you can either join existing bots, or you can request the creation of a new one. So when you create a new one, just fill in the details, and my team will set it up for you, ready for training on the actual homepage. You can go to if it's only for the student, you can actually go to there is a join button on the screen. Do you get that on the screen as well?
There's a sign up on there, yeah, next to the login.
Yeah. So if you click join and sign up, then you should be fine. And then we'll take those. We'll give you access to the platform, and then you can request access for new bots to be created. And the idea is that we just started with one teacher at a time, one subject at a time, and we're just taking it steadily. This is a very long-term project for the college, and what we're hoping to do is that over a period of time, we'll have a rising number of subject chatbots that could be created by teachers at the college and elsewhere as well. And the ability to deploy it as well is quite neat. If you don't have the ability to deploy it to your own local LMS system or a VLE, there is a try it out area, and in the try it out area, we've got the different subject chatbots on the screen. So if I was to do a search for, say, employability, then the employability chatbots come up on the screen, and you could do a quick search that way as well. So if I just give you a demo of that.
Aftab, can you share your screen? So
yeah. So I've logged in on the home page, and we've got a try it out area. And the try it out area has got all the bots that are present on the actual platform. Some of them are empty, some of them are getting taught. But if I was just to do a quick search for employability, they come up. And then on the employability side, I can just ask a question about what's creativity, and I get the answer there. So if you don't have access to a learning management system or a VLA, your students can also log into, you can log into this screen here and do a search for all the different bots, and you can see what those bots are up to and what they can do or can't do. But again, access to them will be protected to some extent, because we've got our own student ADA here and our staff ADA, but only our staff and students will have access to those. So if you want to, you can make them private, or you can make them really, really public. At the present moment in time, our employability ones are completely open. They can be available to anyone who requests access to it. Our university is doing a research piece on its bots, and it's setting up bots for HE modules on their courses. So undergraduates are doing an experiment to say, can ADA respond to everyday questions and answers about the university undergraduate modules? And they're trying the platform on that. So when they go to, so these are the University of Bolton ones. And then when they go here, they'll see their own little platform on the left-hand side. And the teachers will create a bunch of questions there for their students to be able to pose and get answers for. So at the moment, it's still very small in scale, but we're very patient at the college, and we're willing for the platform to grow steadily over a period of time. Some chatbots could be multi-purpose, could be span across all of the colleges, like employability and stuff like that, or business or motor vehicle and so on. But you could get some cross-campus things like going to university, or well-being, or mental health, or whatever it is. And you could say, well, can we create a chatbot that answers questions against a chatbot that is on a universal topic like well-being, for instance. And can multiple parties, teachers around the country, help curate the questions and answers for bots like that? So you can use it for subjects, but you can also use it for pastoral issues as well, to support students while they're on the studies. Okay, are there any more questions?
Aftab, I've just signed on online and got a reply from Dean Bagley.
Yeah.
Link. I've clicked to confirm it, and it comes up with invalid token.
Okay, let's hang on. What's your email address?
K.McCormack. It's right at the very top of the chat, actually.
Yeah.
At staffs.ac.uk.
Okay.
And also, just as an aside, has it ever been used with Blackboard?
No, we haven't tested it yet. But
right.
If you want to, we can give you the script, and then we could test it inside Blackboard and see if it works there. At the present moment in time, we know it definitely works with Moodle. We know it can work inside Canvas. But if we could do it on Blackboard, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah, I'll get back in touch with you about that then. Great.
Let me just check. Is it Kevin, is it?
No, it's Carl. K-A-R-M.
Okay, let's have a look. Have you got any ideas about use cases for the actual chatbots? I was wondering if you guys got any queries about that, and what it could be used for.
Don't forget that chat and me.
I was.
Your organisation is monitored. Okay, it's quite safe from a safeguarding point of view, because they can see it directly. You can send any
This is just a initial interface that we've got right now on our Moodle courses, but we've also tried to embed ADA into online content tutorial packages. So as you can see here, we've got the Ada window on the actual tutorial. So if I was to type in that question again about creativity, then the student also gets the very same answer there on the screen as it will do actually on the homepage on the Moodle course. So they can view the content here within their tutorial. The reason for putting in Ada here is because as they progress through a particular tutorial, they may say, well, I'm stuck on a particular piece of jargon or definition or terms and terminology on the course, on the actual tutorial package, and I just need some extra advice and guidance about that. So for instance, if I was a bit stuck on, say, critical thinking, I'm not sure if we've got so again, when you pause a question, you get a little answer back against your question there. So the idea is that you see a word on the screen, you're not quite sure what it means, and you just go to Ada at the bottom left-hand corner and pose your question to the service, and you get an answer back on the screen. So the idea is that you can pause a question at any time you need, where you're able to where you want that help and guidance from, and you can just progress with the tutorial at your own pace. The teacher's not around, but you can just ask that question as and when you need it. So you see something on the screen, you're not quite sure, you pose a question to Ada. Obviously, what's dependent on is that the teachers who curate these online interactive resources just need to make sure that the body of the question and answers and the library of Q&As has been written and authored to respond to these types of definitions of keywords that the students may pose during the tutorial. Now, one of the things that we want to do is maybe approach the Blended Learning Consortium and say, for this year's new tutorials, would you like to incorporate the Ask Ada button in a tutorial, and which will allow students up and down the country to pose a question to Ada whilst going through the Blended Learning Consortium content. So I'm not sure if that will be an interesting project for BLC and its member colleges to take part in. I'm not sure what you feel about that. Okay, so are there any other questions?
I think there's a couple of, thank you very much for that, Aftab. I think there's a couple of configuration type problems, but they might be better dealt by emailing you directly.
Wayne, could you share my email contact details later?
Yes, I will do.
The service is still very much new and there are teething problems in it, but the actual platform, once you're in it, works very well. But if colleagues are having problems accessing the platform, just let me know and we'll sort it out.
Yeah, if you want to, if anybody's interested in this, then either contact Aftab directly or drop me a line and I'll forward that on to Aftab. So thank you very much. I'm sorry I disturbed whatever it was that you were in the middle of previously.
No, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
No, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I was mentioning to the people here earlier that everything's run really, really smoothly, except Microsoft. Their representative couldn't actually get online yesterday, so at least we had you for this. So thank you very much. I think as an indication of where education can be in the future around artificial intelligence, I think this is a really good stepping stone, isn't it?
Yeah, we just wanted to kind of democratize access to the actual platforms. When we set on our journey a few years ago in 2017, the the actual platform themselves, they haven't got easy to use. If you use Google Dialogflow or Amazon Alexa or Microsoft Q&A bot builder, they don't make it easy for schools and colleges to deploy and teach and train their chatbots. So what we want to do is, can we use a crowdsourcing platform like Ada Goes to School and just make life a lot easier, and staff can do. So this morning I did a little session with a teacher, and within a few seconds she says, right, great, I'm running with it. And she was able to deploy, a few minutes later, she was able to deploy the bot to her Moodle course. And she said, right, after I'm going to run with it now, I'm happy with what I'm doing, I'll do it. So if we can get Gordon, Mark, and Katie and Malcolm on board, then you know, and the others who want to try to get access to the platform, I think you'll find it very intuitive to use, and it's not a hard platform to use at all. And if you want us to, we can just set up a half-an-hour training sessions for colleagues, and we can join you and your wider teams, and we can introduce you to Ada and how to teach Ada about your subject topics.
Lovely. I think that's a really good offer.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Good.
But please just let us know, and we'll get you sorted out. We'll make sure that the teething problems about accessing the platform get sorted out for you. We don't want that to be a block.
No, of course not.
Aftab.
Yeah.
It's David Brown from Bishop Bolton College. I arrived at the session late, so can I just confirm that this is okay for everyone to use? So just register and go in and start using the system. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that was the case. Yeah.
Aftab, can I just ask, does it work with Teams?
We haven't tested it yet. Teams, as you know, has got its own Q&A bot builder. But that could be quite a challenge to actually set up.
Right. Sure.
So what we want to do is play around with Teams and see how could we actually deploy it there. But we would like to. If we could do it, that'd be lovely. But we haven't experimented with Teams yet to actually embed it. I think we just need to find a nice sneaky way of actually doing it that doesn't take that doesn't require a PhD in bot building. At the moment, I've seen the live demos and the videos of those demos, and they don't make it easy, do they?
I'm going to hold my hands up. I've not even tried to use the bot in Teams yet, so but it doesn't sound like something within my expertise, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's only one or two colleges or universities that have started to build their bots in Teams. So I think that basically tells you that it's still quite difficult to do, and they haven't made it pain-free yet. Right. Because I think with bots, even if you're in the smallest primary school, infant school in the Shetland Islands, you should be able to do it in 5 or 10 minutes. And regardless of your skill set or school size, team size, you should be able to do it quickly and rapidly.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Aftab.
Okay, all right.
I think everybody's found that really useful, and thank you for taking part in our EdTech festival, which is rapidly running to a close. We've only got 3 more sessions to go this afternoon, and then we're finished. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
And I hope to see you in person again someday soon.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye.